What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Let Us Pray. Hope you're having a blessed and prosperous day, man. Probably looking and like, dude looks horrible. I feel horrible. I think I got cold or flu or something. I don't know what I have, man, but I wanted to do a video, a little recap. Yesterday's NFL action. Let me take these glasses off. The glare is horrible. NFL action yesterday was pretty crazy, including Saturday. Oh shoot, I got a cough. Hold on. Good. Biggest game of the weekend: Arizona Cardinals at the Seattle Seahawks. Everybody thought that was a given for the Seahawks. Cardinals go in with Kenyon Drake and Kyler Murray and beat the pants off the Seahawks. What the heck? Like, did I really just see that? The Cardinals were balling. Russell Wilson was dumbfounded. DK Metcalf was held to no catches. It was a crazy scene in Seattle. Crazy loss for the Seahawks. Jeopardized their number one seed in the NFC. Now the 49ers assume the number one seed going into Seattle in the last game of the season. They can solidify this home field advantage throughout the playoffs with a win on Sunday night in Seattle. That game did get flexed to the Sunday night game, so it's going to be for all the marbles. Seahawks beat the 49ers, so it's going to be a great game. It's going to be a great game for all the marbles. Oh, man. I'm going to make this video short, but also Cowboys-Eagles showdown for the NFC East crown, the worst division in football right now. Cowboys do what they've been doing for the last pretty much few years. They did make the playoffs, I think, once last year, but Cowboys choked. Eagles have been a pretty mediocre team all season, kind of up and down, up and down, up and down. Cowboys got off to a really hot start and have just been stinking up the joint, minus destroying the Rams, sandwiched in there. So Dak Prescott, Amari Cooper, Ezekiel Elliott, they have a lot of weapons. Probably the best offensive line in football. I don't understand why this team can't win. I really don't understand it. One of the best offensive rosters in all of football. And they got some solid players on defense too. So, I mean, we got Byron Jones, we got DeMarcus Lawrence on the line. They are missing young neck roll, Vander Esch, but I mean, still got some great players over there on the Cowboys. Will Jason Garrett keep his job? Is he going to be able to dodge the bullet? Will he have not 9 lives, but 10 or 12 lives? Got more lives than a cat, man. Any other coach would have been fired a long time ago. Jason Garrett going to survive this. Most Cowboy fans say, heck nah. They want him out of there. So it remains to be seen how many how many times he can dodge this bullet. Jason Garrett. Definitely underwhelming. One of the most disappointing teams in football. And lastly, gotta talk about my boys. Well, not lastly. Raiders and Chargers. Raiders need a lot of help to still be considered in playoff contention, and every single freaking scenario that they needed to happen yesterday happened. The 3 teams they needed to lose lost, and then they needed to win, and they beat the Chargers yesterday. So the Raiders are back in playoff contention. Excuse me. They need another few scenarios to happen to get into the playoffs. So it remains to be seen if they will, but Raiders looking feeling positive about themselves and not controlling their own destiny, but definitely having some hope going into next Sunday. Then my Falcons, man. We whooped up on Jacksonville at home. We now have a 3-game win streak at the end of the year, similar to what happened last season. Is Arthur Blank going to reward Dan Quinn for this win streak when none of these games matter? Is he going to consider this a turnaround since Dan Quinn has taken his hands off the defense? Is this an aberration? Is this an outlier? Is this a coup by Dan Quinn? Is this win streak by the Falcons worthy of saving Dan Quinn's job? Over his entire body of work, should he be rewarded with another season because of this win streak since the bye week? Well, they had a couple bad games, but I think they won these 3 games, so I think they're 5-3 since the bye week. Me personally, I would like to still see another coach in there. I do think the play calling offensively has been a lot better. Of course, defensively, it looks like they're playing very well, especially in the secondary. And then they're actually getting sacks now, which is awesome. I don't know what happened to the Vic Beasley that we all knew, but he's actually pressuring the quarterback and in the backfield a whole lot more, which is very encouraging. I don't know what happened. Maybe just playing balls to the wall. Since there's no pressure, he figured like he's out of there anyway, so maybe he's angry because people have been talking crap about him all season or past 2 years, calling him a bust. I don't know what it is, but we're going to see, man. One more game. Arthur Blank, he's very emotionally attached to everybody he signs who has any sort of sign of positivity to the Falcons. Anybody who kind of has any good seasons, whether it's offensive, defensive, or coaching, they just become way too emotionally attached to them, and I think it's to the detriment of the Falcons. Falcons have made a lot of bad signings, re-signings to players, extensions to players who shouldn't have deserved them over the years. And And I think it's been to the detriment of the Falcons not being able to build a stronger roster because we've been rewarding mediocre players, mediocre talent with contracts that they wouldn't deserve. I would prefer that we more run our business like the Patriots. Patriots, usually get rid of players maybe a season or two too early than most people think. Very surprised. They make trades. They cut people. There's no emotional attachment only to Brady and Edelman. Everyone else pretty much comes and goes. So, and I'm just going to be honest. Matt Ryan, in my view, he's on his last few years, man. His arm looks a lot weaker than it's been in the past few years. Anytime he has someone out in front of all the defenders, they always have to slow down, come back for the ball. Seems like it takes him forever to load up for the deep ball. He doesn't just have the flick of the wrist arm like a lot of these other guys. He has to charge up for 2 or 3 seconds before he can get the ball out there. Then he just throws the ball way too high. And yeah, it's always underthrown, which allows the defense to catch up. Something I've been noticing actually for a while now. I would love for the Falcons to consider getting another quarterback, honestly, in the draft. Even if it's just to groom him. There's someone that slips through the cracks. Get a guy earlier rather than later. Kind of like a Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers situation. There's a guy that falls in the first round. I would absolutely take a quarterback if he has elite arm talent and decision making. That's what Matt Ryan does not have. He throws a lot of bad interceptions, and he does not have an elite arm. And I'd say he's a very nice guy. I'd say he's accurate when the pocket is clean, but he has limited to no mobility. It'd be nice to get a guy in there who can move around and make plays with his feet as well. Doesn't have to be a black quarterback per se, but just have some mobile quarterback tendencies. He doesn't have to be Lamar Jackson or anything like that. But be able to get out of the way when the pocket is collapsing, not just sit there like a statue and just get crushed. And then not just want to throw the ball up because he knows he's not mobile and throw it in a triple, quadruple coverage like Matt Ryan seems to do when he gets panicked. So I would like the Falcons to consider getting a quarterback in this coming draft. Maybe the best that they slip down to the position that they're in. Maybe they can steal a elite quarterback talent in one of the first couple rounds. So it's your boy Let's Pray, man. As you can tell, I'm drained. Have a blessed and prosperous day, man. I'm gonna take some Theraflu, get back into bed. Energy's low. Hope you have a blessed and prosperous weekend. If I don't talk to you, I'll do a video tomorrow. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, man. Hope you enjoy your time with your friends, your family, and your loved ones. Stay blessed. Stay out of trouble. Stay safe on the roads. If you're flying, oh shoot. If you're flying, safe travels in the airways. Definitely get to the airport early. If you're driving long distance, map out your route. Try to leave off-peak time to avoid, the huge traffic jams. Give yourself a better opportunity to not get stuck in traffic. Words of wisdom from your boy, let us pray. Have a blessed and prosperous day. Take care, man. Also say a prayer for your boy, that he will feel better. This flu or cold or whatever it is, man, it's not cool. So just trying to rest up. Be blessed. Tell those that you love them, man. Keep God first in your life. Speak positivity each and every day. Stay true to yourself. Watch great things happen in your life, man. Peace.